Hi, Kelly Hushin here, the editor of the eTail blog, and I'm here with James from Iris Mobile. Glad to have you, James.
Great. Thanks for having us here.
Of course, of course. So we wanted to just sit down, have a quick chat here at eTail Boston about mobile because, you know, every year it seems twice a year when we have these conferences, 4 times a year, whatever conferences we have, retailers are always saying, is this the year of mobile? Or this is the year of mobile. And yet it seems like a lot of retailers are still having a problem tackling mobile and, you know, really kind of addressing the things that their customer is already asking for. And it's obvious we know how to track it. They're there. So what are you seeing as someone who provides a solution to this problem, who is a technology provider in the space? What are you seeing is kind of the missing link between retailers and mobile? Like, why is it so hard for them to get there?
Okay. Well, it's really funny that you say, is it the year of mobile? Our CEO has a saying that he laughs that in 2010 it was the year of mobile, then 2011 it was the year of mobile, and now it's 2012 and it's also the year of mobile, right? So I don't think there's ever going to be a year of mobile. We are constantly moving towards, if you look at consumer behavior and the adoption of mobile technologies, we are constantly going to be in the year of mobile. Right, and so retailers, as they're looking for more channels and more ways to connect with their customers, have got to adopt the mobile channel. They have to make that part of their core strategy to continually grow their business, right?
Right. Now, do you think it's something that retailers are still finding intimidating? Is that why they're still struggling, or why is it? It just seems like we're banging our heads against the wall here.
Well, I think it's not really so much that it's an intimidating space. It's more around a very confusing space. There are a lot of mobile technologies. The explosion in that space has been so prevalent that now all of a sudden you have QR codes, you have augmented reality, I have geofence, I have geolocation, I have messaging, I have mobile apps, I have all of these different technologies, and it can become very confusing of what do I as a retailer need to take advantage of to better connect with my consumer.
And what is that?
Well, I think you really have to look at kind of a holistic strategy, right? There's no one single technology that you need to have or that you should have in that space, and that's probably my biggest advice for retailers is really look at, first off, what are your customers wanting? What are they wanting to do? And what are they doing? Right? And so we always say that you should look at, when you're building a mobile strategy, kind of, I lump it into 3 major categories, right? You have mobile web, you have mobile app, and you have mobile messaging. And we really look at that as kind of the 3 legs of the stool, that you should have all 3 of those to get a very robust mobile strategy that can be successful for you. And I think for retailers, they need to look at what each leg of the stool represents for them, and then start investigating the technologies around that and finding ways to connect with those customers in all these different methods.
It seems like retailers here, and just retailers that we talk to in general, the ones that are having the most success are the ones that are saying, you know, mobile is just a piece of the puzzle that you just need to offer. I mean, we had Express talking this morning, and Lisa mentioned how, you know, your shopper is in your store and they're on their mobile device. So you need to give them an experience that looks the same in their hand as it does in front of them. That could seem to be a big challenge, but it also could seem quite simple. So what do you advise retailers when they come to you and they say, listen, I want to have that seamless experience and I want mobile to be the connective tissue? Where do you advise them to begin?
Well, I would say, and if Lisa's watching this, she should also look at before they enter the store, right? Because one of the things with mobile is not just wait till they come to the store, because now they're already probably going to purchase something. I mean, you have a much better chance if they're in your store to buy something than if they're not in their store. So I think let's take a step back and say, how do I give my consumer an experience, a seamless experience, when they're not there? Right, because my goal as a retailer is I want to drive them to my store, either online or at the mall or in my physical location. So let's start with that. Right? I think that's where looking at a complete, once again, mobile strategy, that's where we start. Okay, so now I've engaged that consumer before they've come to my store. Now, once they're in my store, I need to engage them again with that seamless experience using messaging, app, web, all of those technologies.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about the company, about Iris Mobile? What do you do there? What does the company specialize in? Anything that's kind of funky that you can highlight that you guys do?
Okay. So I run sales for Iris Mobile, and I'm responsible for all revenue generation there. And really what Iris Mobile is it's a full-service mobile marketing technology firm. What we really specialize in is what we call rich media messaging. And what rich media messaging is instead of a plain text, which a lot of companies have started to employ, including Express, but it's very limited in what you can do. And so when you talk about a seamless experience, how is it that my print, my email, my web, my mobile web, all of these things are very rich, except this last channel, I decide to send my consumer, which, by the way, is a very intimate channel. Right. I send them a plain 160-character black and white text. Okay, which one of those doesn't fit? So what Iris Mobile has done is we've tackled that problem, and now we're able to offer retailers the ability to, instead of a plain, boring 160-character text, we're able to deliver to all of those users on all of those networks a rich media message. So a picture and or video can be delivered to that device. So when you look at a seamless experience, how do I create a seamless experience when they're in the store, when they're not in the store, online, on web, my print, and the message? That's what we've solved. And so we've got a number of patents around the technology, and it really helps engage those consumers, because when you look at mobile messaging, and you've probably got your phone on you, I've got my phone on me, everyone in here has their phone on them, so we know that device is with them 24/7. Right. Now, what we also should take note is that the behavior of what they use those phones for are very different. The number one activity on those devices is messaging. Yeah. I guarantee you text message. My mom text message. Everyone does it, right? And so now we have a very intimate channel with that consumer via that message. So let's make it a rich experience, because we know that about 97% of all messages are opened. Okay, so take that into contrast with any other marketing channel that you may potentially have with that consumer. Let's look at radio, TV, print, direct mail, email, you name it. No other single channel can give you that sort of engagement, and you're not going to have that open rate that a mobile message has. And so that's what we specialize in at Iris Mobile, is delivering rich media messaging to all the devices on all the networks to your customers.
So theoretically, this would be something that your customer obviously has opted in for, has accepted the privilege of getting this. And if I have my iPhone, let's say, it would be something that if I've said, yes, I want to receive rich media messages or just messaging from Express, I could get a text message on my phone that looks like my friend who sent me a picture of her baby.
Absolutely. And so if you're having a promotion, a sale, you can include your logo, something engaging, color, a video, picture of the new shorts that are coming out, or the coat, or anything, because if anyone should understand this, retailers should understand that a picture is worth 1,000 words. Since the dawn of time, retailers have shown pictures of their product and created very rich, engaging merchandising to go along with that product. And so let's now take it to that very last intimate channel, which is that message that sits on that phone that's in my pocket 24/7.
And how do we convert them? Would there be a link on there that you could click to, or how do we get them from that message to our website or to whatever it is that we want?
It really depends, right? If you're an eTailer, obviously I want to drive them to a mobile website, yep. Right? It has to be mobile optimized. But remember, not everyone has a smartphone yet. Right. You and I both have iPhones, right? Many of our professional friends have smartphones. My mom does not. Yet she still shops at the mall, right? So we still need to get her then to go to the store. And so maybe it's a coupon, maybe it's a promotion, maybe it's something as simple as, hey, show this message to the cashier and get 10% off. Or maybe it's, a lot of grocers are using it now of, hey, here's a recipe of the week. Right? It's football season. We're making chicken wings, right? Here's a recipe. Maybe it's not even
Right.
a coupon or promotion. Maybe it's informational. You're a new home appliances, right?
Yeah.
Hey, check out the new product we just have in our,
Right,
or any sort of relevant, engaging material, because a lot of it could just be brand exposure, right? Keeping my brand relevant with my consumers.
Very cool. Well, that's awesome technology. Very very good to hear about. Thank you so much for being here, for talking to us about it, and hopefully we'll see you at another event, mobile shopping or something like that. I know a lot of retailers out there are interested in learning about this stuff, so we really thank you for being here.